Good afternoon. Welcome to the Room 204 interview show. Today our guest is Ms Comor. She is a teacher at our school. When is your birthday? How old are you? When were you born?
Would you like me to answer the question now? Awesome. So my birthday is September 19th, 1988. I am 29 years old, and I was born in Mississauga, Ontario.
When you were a child, what was your favorite thing to do at school? Why?
My favorite thing to do at school was always art. I always loved to draw and paint. I always loved, especially when we got to do 3D sculptures and stuff, like with clay and building things.
When you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? Why?
When I was a child, I had a couple jobs I wanted to be. I wanted to work as a teacher also in a school, but I want to work at a daycare with really little kids, like babies and toddlers. Another thing I really wanted to do was work in my church where I grew up. I wanted to be a youth pastor, actually, and work with teenagers and work at a church.
Why did you become a teacher?
I became a teacher because I love being creative, and being a teacher helped me to be creative every day and teach kids how to be creative every day.
What do you like about your job? What don't you like about your job? Why?
Oh, good question. So what I love about my job is getting to be silly and have fun with kids all day. That's probably my favorite part, because kids are the silliest, and they make me feel normal a little bit, you know. My least favorite part is probably all the paperwork. I feel like teachers have to do a lot of paperwork. Report cards, permission forms about everybody, letters home, emails. So I'd say forms are probably my least favorite part.
What is your favorite food? Why?
Ooh, favorite food. This is very tricky. I'd have to say that my favorite food is brownies. I love chocolate brownies,
Yummy.
and a good brownie is just, the best.
What is your favorite color? Why?
Okay, I never answer with one color for my favorite color. My favorite color is the cool spectrum. So I mean everything from like turquoise, greeny turquoise, to purple. So I love greens, I love blues, I love shades of purple. So is that a good enough answer? Can I just do a spectrum? The cool spectrum is my favorite.
What is your favorite song or band? Why?
Right now, my favorite band, or I guess my favorite artist, is Kesha, and her new album, which is called Rainbow. And it's all about her as a person and how she's evolved and changed over time. So my favorite two songs from it are probably Praying and Rainbow, which is the lead song of the album.
What is your favorite children's book? Why?
Jillian Jakes, hands down, my absolute favorite fictional character, favorite book. I just love that it's about a girl who gets to be creative and comes up with new ideas, and being clean is not always the most important thing, but having new ideas and playing with your friends is an awesome thing to do.
If you had $1 million, what would you do? Why?
If I had $1 million, dream world is I would travel the world, but realistic world is I'd probably buy a house in Toronto, because that's how much a house costs in Toronto now. So I'd probably buy a house.
What is your favorite city? Why?
Ooh, my favorite city? I don't know. I love Toronto a lot, but if I had to say like my favorite city to travel to, I'm really into Winnipeg as a city. It's one of those underrated cities that I highly recommend going to. There are a lot of really cool restaurants and cool stores. So Toronto is number one. The second favorite right now in my life is Winnipeg.
What is your favorite children's movie? Why?
Favorite children's movie? Well, as a child, my favorite movie was The Goonies. And I don't know if any of you guys know the Goonies. I still say it would be my favorite. It's like a bunch of kids who go on an adventure to find treasure left by a pirate. And they find a huge ship. It's really cool. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend the Goonies.
Thank you for being in our show. Join us next time for another episode of the Room 204 interview show.